Um, this is going to be a rant, but I want to talk about this particular subject. But first things first, I do this for me, for venting purposes, and if you don't like it, please get the fuck off my channel. I'm not looking for any praise, no accolades. Now, back to the subject at hand. I want to talk about the homelessness on the rise in many cities and towns and states within the United States of America. I was watching a video about a I was watching a video based off of Florida. It was a news station, a television news station based off of Florida, and they was talking about the homeless epidemic is on a rise when it comes to senior citizens out there living in Florida. And I said to myself, wait a minute, that don't make any sense. Why the homeless epidemic is on the rise like that, especially when it comes to the state of Florida? It kind of found out the cost of rise. I'm sorry, come to find out the cost of living is on the rise. The cost of living is on the rise. Steadily, steadily after steadily after steadily. I'm saying, little by little by little. So the cost of living is on the rise, and a lot of older people, senior citizens, are losing they're losing their place of residence. They're losing their homes, and some senior citizens take matters in their own hands by living in their cars. That don't make any sense. Why would you have middle-aged people living in their cars? I mean, not middle-aged. Why would you have senior citizens? I'm sorry. Why would you have senior citizens living in their cars like that? You know what I'm saying? They should at least live in their place of residence or in their homes. They should always have a place to stay. When it comes to senior citizens, they should always have a place to stay, especially retired senior citizens who worked, for most of their lives, like for 20, 30, 40, even 50 years of their lives. They should at least have a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn. I had to learn that, the cost of living is pretty ridiculous. And it's on the rise, not just in Florida, but all across the board of America. It doesn't make any sense. It's very sad. Today the two is downright disgusting. It is despicable, and it is disgusting on how you have senior citizens losing their place of residence because the cost of living is on the rise. And a lot of them senior citizens worked for most of their lives at their job or their multiple jobs or whatever, but they deserve to have their retirement. They deserve to have their Social Security. They deserve to have their disability check. You know what I'm saying? They deserve to have all those things, man, all those benefits because they worked for most of their lives. And you meant to tell me that some of these people, some of those senior citizens have to live in their cars? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you listen? You know what America is telling me, in my honest opinion? You know what America is telling me? America is telling me that this country is only benefited for the young. It's not benefited for the old. You get what I'm saying? It's like the United States is all about commerce, aka the bottom line, aka money. America is all about commerce, aka money. They don't give a damn about old people. And to tell you the truth, they don't give a damn about family. They don't give a damn about senior citizens nor family. It's all about making money, 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 and that's it. This country is meant for the young and wealthy and all that bullshit. But it's mainly meant for the wealthy, the rich to make money. But when it comes to senior citizens who paid their dues, when it comes to family and family values, America does not vouch for that. America does not value that. They only value one thing, and that is the money. That is commerce. That's what America is telling me. And it's like, I'm just so pissed off right now, man, because the way how things is going in Florida is going to happen all across America. The Western world is crumbling as we speak. You hear me? It is crumbling as we speak. And a lot of people are going to be affected. not just one group of people, but all Americans, all across America, they will be affected in some type of way, in some type of fashion. They be talking about, listen, the educators, the truth tellers, they've been talking about this for the past 20 years, way past 20 years, that the infrastructure of the government needs to be revamped. The infrastructure of the government needs to be revised again. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of these laws, these regulations, these policies, they need to be updated and revamped all over again. Maybe not all over again, but for the most part, it needs to be revised and updated for the most part. And I'll be real with you, man. A lot of these politicians are corrupted. Dude, some of these politicians are corrupted. Hell, and maybe a whole lot of them are corrupted. But I guarantee you, some of these politicians are so damn corrupt. They're not helping the people. They're not meant for the people. They're only meant for themselves. And you have to hold those people accountable for it, man. You have to hold those people accountable. But guess what? They're not going to do it. You want to know why? Because in this country per se, or possibly in this world, this whole damn world, or this system that we live in, money talks, bullshit walks. If you have the money, if you have the status, if you have the wealth, if you have the connections, you can pretty much get out on a lot of things that you've created, that you've caused. And it shouldn't be like that at all. Like the old saying, if you commit the crime, you got to do the time. Plain and simple. The law, listen, a lot of these rich people should not be above the law. But they are above the law because of their money and their wealth and their connections. And it shouldn't be that way at all. See, I realize, man, this system that we live in is benefited for the wealth. It's benefited for the wealthy. This system that we live in, the wealthy is only benefited by it because they created the system to benefit themselves. They created the system so they can get away with a lot of the fuck shit that's going on in this world. It shouldn't be like that, but that's how it is. But we as the people need to stand up and fight for our rights. Because if we don't, I guarantee you all hope is lost. We're going to lose everything. I realize that the 99% must put their foot down against the 1%. Plain and simple. Because enough is enough. This bullshit is going to have to stop, man. The rich and wealthy cannot get away with a lot of the fuck shit. They cannot get away with the fuck shit that they be creating, that they're causing. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. But overall, what I'm trying to say is, man, towards the senior citizens that's out there struggling, please keep your head up. Do what you must, man. Do what you have to do to survive. But it's a damn shame that we let our senior citizens, especially the ones that paid their dues in society, to let them live in homelessness, to let them live out in their cars, knowing damn well they should be at home, safe and sound. They should be at home, safe and sound. They should not be out there homeless. They should not be out there homeless. And that's my opinion. That's just my heartfelt opinion. And that's all I gotta say about that, man. That's all I gotta say. America should be ashamed of itself. And if America do collapse, that'll be very horrible, shocking, and also horrible at the same time. But so be it. So fucking be it, because America has a nasty reputation of being a bully towards everybody else all across the world. So if America has to collapse on its own, then so be it. So fucking be it. But we as the people need to come together now and straighten up these laws and these rules, these regulations, and these policies to help benefit the people, to help benefit human beings, to help benefit human rights altogether. And that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say. So, yeah, man. So, thank you so much and have a good day.